In a world that seems to constantly demand more from us, it's easy to forget the power we hold within. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly attract success, happiness, and abundance, while others struggle with the same challenges year after year? What if I told you that the secret lies not in external circumstances, but in the alignment of your own mind with the greater forces of the universe? The human mind is not just a tool for thinking, it is a conduit, a bridge to the vast, infinite intelligence that governs all of existence. When we learn how to harness its power, we unlock the door to infinite possibilities. This is not merely philosophical speculation, this is the reality explored by experts in neuroscience and spirituality alike. For instance, Dr. Joe Dispenza, a pioneer in the field of neuroplasticity, teaches us that our thoughts shape not only our emotions, but also the very biology of our brains. By changing our thoughts, we can literally rewire our brains, transforming our reality from the inside out. Similarly, Carl Jung's exploration of the collective unconscious reveals how the mind is not an isolated entity, but is connected to a greater universal wisdom. By tapping into this collective consciousness, we can unlock profound insights and align ourselves with the energies of the universe. Through this alignment, we can manifest not only material success, but also deep spiritual fulfillment. But how can we begin this journey of transformation? How do we tap into the hidden powers of the mind and align our actions with the wisdom of the universe? In this video, we will explore the steps to creating a powerful mind that can manifest the life of abundance, prosperity, and fulfillment that you deserve. The path begins within, and the universe is waiting for you to unlock your true potential. The idea that the mind shapes our reality is not a new one. It has been explored by great minds throughout history, from ancient spiritual teachings to modern scientific research. Yet, few truly understand the profound power that resides within the mind, and even fewer harness it effectively to transform their lives. The reality you experience today is a direct reflection of the thoughts, emotions, and beliefs you hold in your subconscious. If you want to change your external world, you must first change the internal landscape of your mind. Neuroscience has revealed that the brain is not a static organ. It is a highly adaptable and malleable system. Dr. Joe Dispenza, who has devoted much of his career to studying the connection between the brain and the mind, demonstrates that the brain responds to our thoughts and emotions in real time. When we focus on positive, elevated thoughts, we begin to alter the chemical makeup of our brain, creating new neural pathways that reflect this positive shift. This process is known as neuroplasticity, and it is at the heart of how we can consciously create our own reality. But how does this work in the context of manifestation? Manifestation is the process by which you bring your desires into reality through the power of thought, emotion, and action. At the core of manifestation lies a powerful idea. The mind's ability to focus on a clear intention can begin to shape the external world. When we align our thoughts with our emotions, the universe responds in kind. This concept, while often romanticized, is grounded in the laws of physics, particularly the law of attraction and the science of quantum physics. The law of attraction tells us that like attracts like. When we focus on thoughts of abundance, success, and love, we begin to attract more of these positive experiences into our lives. This principle is not simply a matter of wishful thinking or positive affirmations. It is a law of the universe, just like gravity. The difference is that most of us are unaware of how deeply our subconscious mind influences the results we see in our lives. Cognitive scientists and psychologists have long known that the mind often operates on autopilot, driven by deeply ingrained beliefs and thought patterns that we are not always aware of. These beliefs, many of which are formed in childhood, create a filter through which we interpret the world around us. This filter influences how we perceive ourselves, others, and the opportunities available to us. It is these deeply embedded beliefs that often limit our potential, creating blocks that prevent us from achieving the abundance and success we desire. Take a moment to reflect. How often have you found yourself doubting your worth or believing that you are not deserving of success? These limiting beliefs, whether conscious or unconscious, are the very barriers that stand between you and the life you envision. When you begin to reprogram these limiting beliefs, you can start to reshape your reality. This is the true power of a conscious mind. It is not only aware of the thoughts it entertains, but it actively works to align those thoughts with the life it desires. One of the most significant aspects of creating a powerful mind is the ability to recognize and release emotional blocks. Emotional blocks are the unresolved feelings and traumas that we carry from past experiences. These blocks can create a ripple effect in our lives, manifesting as fear, anxiety, and self-sabotage. When our emotions are not in harmony with our intentions, it becomes difficult to manifest our desires. For example, let's say you want to manifest financial abundance, but deep down you believe that you are not worthy of wealth. This belief may be rooted in childhood experiences or societal conditioning. Even if you consciously want to create wealth, your subconscious mind is still holding on to the belief that you are undeserving, and as a result, you block the flow of abundance into your life. The key to overcoming these blocks is emotional awareness. When we begin to tune into our emotions and become aware of the subconscious beliefs that shape them, we can begin to heal these emotional wounds and transform our limiting beliefs. The first step in this process is to practice mindfulness, simply becoming aware of the thoughts and emotions that arise within you throughout the day. As you begin to observe your emotional patterns without judgment, you can start to release the ones that no longer serve you. Once you have cleared these emotional blocks, you can begin to align your thoughts and emotions with your intentions. The power of intention is one of the most profound forces in the universe. When you set a clear and focused intention, you are directing your energy toward a specific outcome. This intention is not merely a wish, it is a powerful command to the universe that you are ready to receive what you desire. But in order for this intention to be effective, it must be aligned with your emotions. The energy of your emotions must match the energy of your intention. Take the example of a person who desires to manifest a fulfilling relationship. If their thoughts are focused on loneliness and lack, they are sending a signal to the universe that they are not yet ready to receive love. However, when they begin to focus on the love they already have within themselves, they shift their vibration. They start to feel more whole and complete, and in turn they begin to attract the kind of love they desire. This is the power of emotional alignment with intention. When your emotions are in harmony with your desires, the universe responds. Another important aspect of creating a powerful mind is the practice of mindfulness and meditation. These practices allow you to become more aware of the present moment and to quiet the noise of the outside world. Meditation helps to clear mental clutter, enabling you to focus on your true desires and intentions. As you create a regular meditation practice, you begin to strengthen your connection to the universal intelligence that governs all of life. You start to feel a deeper sense of trust in the process of life and in your ability to manifest your desires. Ultimately, the key to creating a powerful mind is to cultivate a deep sense of awareness, emotional intelligence, and intentionality. When you begin to understand the power of your thoughts and emotions, and when you align them with the greater forces of the universe, you open the door to infinite possibilities. Your reality is not fixed. It is constantly being shaped by the thoughts, emotions, and actions you choose to focus on. You are the creator of your life, and it is through the conscious alignment of your mind and emotions that you can manifest the life of abundance, prosperity, and success that you deserve. Remember, the journey of manifestation is not about forcing outcomes or controlling the process. It is about surrendering to the flow of life and aligning yourself with the greater wisdom of the universe. When you do this, your mind becomes a powerful tool for creating the life you truly desire. Everything in the universe is energy. From the smallest particles to the vast expanses of space, all of existence is composed of vibrating energy at different frequencies. This concept, while rooted in ancient spiritual teachings, has been confirmed by modern science, particularly quantum physics. The idea that our thoughts and emotions create vibrations that interact with the universe around us is a powerful understanding of how manifestation works. To truly manifest the life you desire, you must first understand and elevate your vibrational frequency. When we talk about vibrational frequency, we are referring to the energy we emit through our thoughts, emotions, and intentions. Just as radio stations transmit frequencies that can be tuned into by specific receivers, we too send out vibrational frequencies that the universe can tune into. If your frequency is aligned with abundance, love, and success, you will attract those same things into your life. However, if your frequency is one of fear, doubt, or lack, you will attract experiences that resonate with those emotions instead. Bruce Lipton, a cellular biologist and pioneer in the field of epigenetics, explains that our cells respond to environmental signals, including the energy of our thoughts. He argues that our beliefs and perceptions directly influence the biological processes of our body, down to the cellular level. This means that our thoughts and emotions are not just abstract ideas, they have a tangible impact on our physical health, relationships, and overall life experiences. When we operate from a high-frequency state, we are essentially in alignment with the energy of abundance. This alignment allows us to receive the opportunities, people, and experiences that match that vibration. On the other hand, when we are trapped in low-frequency emotions such as fear, anger, or resentment, we block the flow of abundance into our lives. These emotions create energetic blockages, preventing us from receiving what we desire. The key to unlocking abundance, therefore, lies in shifting our vibrational frequency to one that attracts prosperity and well-being. To understand how this works, consider the analogy of a magnet. A magnet attracts objects that are aligned with its magnetic field. Similarly, when we vibrate at a frequency of abundance, we begin to attract experiences that are in harmony with that frequency. The law of attraction works on this same principle. Like attracts like. If you are vibrating at a frequency of lack, you will attract more lack into your life. But when you elevate your frequency to one of gratitude, joy, and abundance, you begin to attract those same energies back to you. One of the most significant obstacles to raising our vibrational frequency is the presence of negative emotions such as fear, doubt, and anxiety. These emotions lower our frequency and make it difficult to manifest the life we desire. Fear, in particular, is one of the most powerful frequency disruptors. It creates a sense of separation from the flow of life, preventing us from trusting the process and allowing things to unfold naturally. The good news is that we have the power to change our frequency at any given moment by consciously choosing to release negative emotions and replace them with positive ones. We can begin to raise our vibrational frequency. One of the most effective ways to shift your frequency is through gratitude. When you focus on the things you are grateful for, you automatically shift your energy into a state of abundance. Gratitude is one of the highest vibrational states you can achieve because it aligns your energy with the flow of the universe. By practicing gratitude daily, you begin to reprogram your energy field to attract more positive experiences. Another powerful tool for raising your vibrational frequency is meditation. Meditation helps to quiet the mind and allow the body to enter a state of deep relaxation. When you meditate, you are able to detach from the constant mental chatter and reconnect with your inner self, which is always in alignment with the flow of abundance. Meditation also helps to reduce stress and anxiety, which are major frequency disruptors. By practicing regular meditation, you can increase your ability to maintain a high vibrational state throughout the day. Visualization is another powerful technique for shifting your frequency. By visualizing the life you want to manifest, you are aligning your energy with that future reality. When you see yourself living in abundance, experiencing joy, and thriving in all areas of life, your vibrational frequency rises to match the energy of that vision. The more vividly you can visualize your desired outcome, the more aligned your energy becomes with the universe, attracting those experiences into your life. It's also important to be mindful of the people and environments you surround yourself with. Everything has a vibration, whether it's the people you interact with, the places you spend time in, or the media you consume. If you want to raise your vibrational frequency, it's essential to surround yourself with positive influences that support your growth. This might mean distancing yourself from negative people or situations that drain your energy, and instead seeking out those that inspire and uplift you. The process of raising your frequency is not about ignoring negative emotions or pretending that life is perfect. It's about acknowledging those emotions without letting them control you. By practicing mindfulness and emotional awareness, you can begin to observe your emotions without judgment, allowing them to pass through you rather than being overwhelmed by them. This allows you to return to a state of inner peace and harmony, which is essential for maintaining a high vibrational frequency. When you consistently operate from a high frequency, you are in a constant state of alignment with the universe. This alignment creates a powerful magnet for abundance, drawing opportunities, people, and resources into your life. As you shift your energy, you will begin to notice subtle changes in your life. Opportunities will appear where there were once obstacles, People who resonate with your energy will be drawn to you, and most importantly, you will begin to feel a deep sense of inner peace and fulfillment, knowing that you are in harmony with the flow of the universe. The key to unlocking abundance is not in striving or forcing outcomes, but in learning to align your energy with the natural flow of the universe. When you raise your vibrational frequency, you open yourself to the infinite possibilities that await you. Trust in the process and know that the universe is always working in your favor, waiting for you to align your energy with its abundant flow. The idea of manifestation is simple yet profound. By focusing on our desires, we have the ability to attract them into our lives. But despite its simplicity, many people struggle with manifestation, and often their efforts fall short. Why does this happen? The reason lies in a common misunderstanding about the nature of manifestation. Many people believe that it is simply a matter of thinking positively and visualizing success. However, this is far from the truth. Manifestation is not just about thinking, it is about aligning your emotions with your desires. Emotions are the driving force behind manifestation. They are the energy that fuels your thoughts and actions. Your emotions serve as the bridge between your conscious desires and the subconscious mind, which is where true manifestation occurs. If your emotions are out of alignment with your intentions, the universe will not respond in the way you expect. The fatal mistake many make is believing that positive thinking alone is enough to bring their desires into reality. The power of the mind is immense, but it is not just the thoughts we entertain that shape our reality. It is the emotions we attach to those thoughts. When you think about something you want, but your emotions are filled with doubt, fear, or resistance, you are sending out a conflicting signal to the universe. The universe does not respond to thoughts alone. It responds to the vibration created by both your thoughts and emotions. If your emotions are in harmony with your desires, you send out a clear, focused signal, allowing the universe to bring your desires into alignment with you. But if your emotions are not in alignment, your manifestation efforts will falter. This is where the teachings of Joe Dispenza come into play. According to Dispenza, the brain and body are deeply interconnected, and the emotional state of the body directly influences the brain's ability to manifest. He explains that when we experience emotions such as fear or anxiety, our bodies release stress hormones, which disrupt our energy field and lower our vibrational frequency. This creates a barrier between our desires and our ability to manifest them. On the other hand, when we are in a state of elevated emotion such as love, gratitude, or joy, our bodies release positive neurochemicals, which enhance our ability to manifest our desires. Thus, it is not enough to simply think about what you want, you must also feel it in your body. The key to successful manifestation is emotional coherence. Emotional coherence occurs when your thoughts, feelings, and actions are in harmony. When your mind and emotions are aligned with your desires, you become a powerful magnet for what you want. This alignment is essential because it ensures that your energy is flowing in the same direction as your intentions. Without emotional coherence, your manifestation efforts will be scattered and ineffective. So how can you align your emotions with your desires? The first step is awareness. Start by becoming aware of the emotions you are experiencing in relation to your goals. Do you feel excited and optimistic about your future? Or do you feel anxious, doubtful, or frustrated? The key is to observe your emotional state without judgment. By acknowledging how you feel, you can begin to consciously shift your emotional state to one that is more aligned with your desires. One of the most effective ways to shift your emotional state is through the practice of gratitude. Gratitude is a high vibrational emotion that aligns your energy with abundance. When you focus on the things you are grateful for, you shift your energy from a state of lack to a state of abundance. Gratitude helps to recalibrate your emotional frequency, allowing you to align more closely with the energy of your desires. Practice gratitude daily by reflecting on the things you are thankful for, whether big or small. This practice will elevate your emotional state and help you align with the vibration of abundance. Another powerful tool for emotional alignment is visualization. Visualization allows you to vividly imagine your desires as if they have already manifested. When you engage in visualization, you are not just thinking about your desires, you are feeling them. The more intensely you feel the emotions associated with your desires, the more powerful your manifestation will be. For example, If you are manifesting financial abundance, visualize yourself living in that reality. Imagine the excitement, joy, and peace you would feel if you were already living your dream life. The more you can tap into the emotions of your desired outcome, the more you align your energy with that outcome. In addition to gratitude and visualization, it is important to practice emotional regulation. Emotional regulation is the ability to manage and shift your emotional state in response to external circumstances. Life will inevitably present challenges, and you may encounter situations that trigger negative emotions, such as fear or frustration. The key is not to avoid or suppress these emotions, but to acknowledge them and then consciously shift your energy. Techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, and mindfulness can help you remain centered and balanced even in the face of challenges. A crucial aspect of emotional alignment is self-compassion. Many people are their own harshest critics, constantly judging themselves for not being good enough or not doing enough to manifest their desires. This negative self-talk creates an energetic block that prevents the flow of abundance into your life. Instead of criticizing yourself, practice self-compassion by speaking to yourself with kindness and understanding. Remember that manifestation is a process and it takes time. Be patient with yourself and trust that the universe is always working in your favor. In addition to self-compassion, it is important to let go of the need for control. Many people try to force their desires into reality, believing that they must work harder or manipulate situations to make things happen. This sense of control is rooted in fear, and it creates resistance that blocks the flow of manifestation. Instead of trying to control the outcome, learn to surrender and trust in the timing of the universe. Allow the universe to guide you toward your desires and remain open to unexpected opportunities that may arise. It is also important to release any negative beliefs or patterns that may be sabotaging your manifestation efforts. These beliefs are often deeply ingrained in the subconscious mind and can be difficult to recognize. However, once you become aware of them, you can begin to release them. Techniques such as journaling, affirmations, and hypnosis can help you uncover and reprogram limiting beliefs that are holding you back from manifesting your desires. The power of manifestation lies in emotional alignment. Your emotions are the key to unlocking the flow of abundance, and when your thoughts, feelings, and actions are in harmony, you become a powerful force for change. The universe responds to your energy, and when your energy is aligned with your desires, manifestation becomes effortless. By cultivating emotional coherence, practicing gratitude, and releasing negative beliefs, you can manifest the life you have always dreamed of. Remember, it is not enough to simply think about what you want. You must also feel it in your heart and body. When your emotions are in alignment with your desires, the universe will respond with abundance. The journey of manifestation is not just about thoughts and emotions, it is also about action. This may seem like a simple point, but it is crucial to understand that manifestation requires more than just mental alignment and emotional coherence. The actions you take must also be in harmony with the wisdom of the universe. It is in this alignment of thought, emotion, and action that true transformation occurs. But how can you align your actions with the universal wisdom that governs all of life? The answer lies in learning to trust the flow of life and acting from a place of intuitive guidance. When we talk about aligning actions with universal wisdom, we are not referring to mindless action or efforting to make things happen. Often people mistakenly believe that success is achieved through sheer willpower and effort. They push, they force, and they hustle, believing that the more they do, the more they will manifest. But in truth, this approach often leads to burnout and frustration. The key is not in forcing things to happen, but in learning to flow with the natural rhythm of the universe. This is where the concept of inspired action comes into play. Inspired action is action that comes from a place of intuition and alignment with the greater forces of the universe. It is not driven by fear, lack, or a need to control outcomes. Instead, inspired action arises when you are fully in tune with the present moment, when you have let go of the need to control every aspect of your life, and when you are open to receiving guidance from within. Napoleon Hill, in his classic book, Think and Grow Rich, emphasizes the importance of acting in harmony with the universe. He writes, "When your desires are in harmony with the infinite intelligence of the universe, you will be led to act in a way that brings your desires into reality." This is the essence of inspired action, acting in alignment with the universe's wisdom, not through force but through trust. When you are aligned with the universe, your actions are guided by a deeper intelligence that knows what is best for you. One of the greatest mistakes people make in the pursuit of their goals is trying to control every aspect of their journey. The desire to control is often rooted in fear, the fear of failure, the fear of not being enough, or the fear of uncertainty. This need for control can create a disconnect between you and the universe, leading to frustration and disappointment. When you are overly focused on controlling every step of the process, you are not allowing space for the universe to work with you. Instead of trying to control every outcome, the key is to learn the practice of surrender. Surrender does not mean giving up or resigning yourself to failure. It means letting go of your attachment to how things should unfold. It is about trusting that the universe has a plan for you that is greater than anything you could imagine. When you surrender to the flow of life, you create space for your desires to manifest in the most beautiful and effortless way. Surrendering to the flow of the universe does not mean that you sit back and wait for things to happen. It means that you are still active in your pursuit of your desires, but you are doing so with a sense of trust and openness, allowing the universe to guide you in the right direction. You act when inspired, and you trust that each step you take is part of a larger plan. One of the most powerful practices for aligning your actions with universal wisdom is cultivating mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in each moment, without judgment or resistance. When you are mindful, you are able to tune into your inner guidance and take inspired action. Mindfulness allows you to quiet the mental chatter that often leads to doubt and confusion, helping you to listen to the still, quiet voice within that knows the way forward. In order to take inspired action, it is essential to develop a deep sense of self-awareness. Self-awareness allows you to recognize when you're being guided by fear or ego, and when you're acting from a place of true intuition. This self-awareness comes from quiet reflection and the willingness to be honest with yourself about your motivations. Are you acting because you feel a deep inner pull toward your goals, or are you acting from a place of desperation or scarcity? A key aspect of aligning your actions with universal wisdom is the ability to trust your intuition. Intuition is the inner knowing that guides you toward your highest good. It is the voice that whispers to you when you are making the right choice, even if you don't fully understand why. Often, the greatest breakthroughs in life come from following this inner guidance, even when it seems illogical or risky. The more you trust your intuition and follow its guidance, the more aligned your actions will be with the wisdom of the universe. It is also important to recognize that the universe operates in cycles, and sometimes the best action you can take is to pause and reflect. The universe moves in rhythms, and there are times when action is needed and times when stillness is required. Learning to honor these rhythms is essential for aligning your actions with universal wisdom. Just as nature goes through periods of growth and rest, so too does your journey. Trust that there are moments in which you need to allow yourself to rest, reflect, and recharge before taking the next inspired step. This idea of aligning actions with universal wisdom can be seen in the lives of countless individuals who have manifested extraordinary success. One such example is the story of Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple. Jobs was known for his ability to trust his intuition and follow his inner guidance. He was not afraid to take risks or to challenge the status quo, and his willingness to follow his inner voice led to some of the most innovative products of our time. Jobs' success was not just the result of hard work. It was the result of his ability to align his actions with a greater vision and trust the process. Aligning your actions with universal wisdom also requires you to be patient. Manifestation is not always an immediate process. There may be moments of uncertainty and challenges along the way, but when you remain aligned with your inner guidance and trust that the universe is always working in your favor, the path becomes clear. Patience allows you to stay grounded and continue taking inspired action, even when the results are not immediately visible. In the end, the key to aligning your actions with universal wisdom is to release the need for control, trust the process, and act from a place of inner knowing. The universe has a way of guiding you toward the fulfillment of your desires when you are in harmony with its flow. As you surrender to this flow, you will begin to notice how the right opportunities, people, and resources come into your life at just the right time. The actions you take will be inspired, effortless, and in perfect alignment with the life you are meant to live. The path to creating a powerful mind and aligning it with universal wisdom is a journey of deep self-awareness, intentional growth, and surrender. It is not a one-time event, but a continuous process that requires commitment to understanding the intricate connection between your thoughts, emotions, and actions. By cultivating a powerful mind and aligning your energy with the universe, you unlock the door to a life full of abundance, prosperity, and fulfillment. Every step of this journey is a reflection of your inner transformation. As you reprogram your mind, elevate your emotions, and take inspired action, the universe begins to mirror your inner world, creating opportunities and manifestations that once seemed impossible. Remember, the true power lies within you. The changes you seek in the world around you must begin with the alignment of your mind, body, and soul. Trust the process. Stay open to the guidance of the universe, and believe that the life you desire is already on its way. This path is available to everyone willing to embark on it, and each step you take brings you closer to the abundant life you were always meant to lead. Now, as you reflect on these teachings, ask yourself, are you ready to align your mind and actions with the infinite wisdom of the universe to create the life you've always dreamed of? If you're ready to take that next step and manifest your desires with clarity and purpose, make sure to subscribe to the channel and continue watching. Stay with us on this transformative journey. Your best self is just a few steps away.